Hi everyone, Emma here. Look what I've been doing. I finally started working on these tennis bracelets that I bought these months ago. These bags of Toho 11Os and 15Os and 8Os I bought so that I could make these bracelets. You know, the funny part is I forgot that I needed crystals or some sort of crystal or bicone or whatever, and it just happened I had a few tiny little plastic cellophane bags of these guys that I had bought from eBay years ago, and so I figured, you know what, I'm just practicing, so I'll just start with these guys, and they turned out amazing. So let me show you some of the ones that I finished, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish off the last two that I have. So I started, this was the first one that I made, and let me bring that in focus and better light here. So this turned out gorgeous. This is silver, but it actually, you know what, I think it's called aluminum. It doesn't have the name of the color, but this was all they had where I got it. I got it from a shop on Etsy. I did find too that these feel really light compared to the gold ones, but so it looks like a real silver bracelet, but it's super light, so you're like, oh, wait a minute. And I put a clasp. These were the only magnetic clasps I have. They're kind of big and chunky for this style of bracelet, so I am looking for some tinier ones. So, but these crystals this one's probably my favorite. It really looks amazing. So it turned out pretty good. These are so addictive to make, and once you get started on them, they're pretty easy, so they go fast. So then I went ahead and tried the blue opaque crystal that I had, and this turned out really nice. And actually the silver looks more silver, less yellowish. So it's interesting, the different stone makes a difference. And this is gorgeous. So I was hoping to make some of these for my nieces for Christmas. Now this one, I decided I wanted to try and see if I could do a kind of Southwest style where you've got like turquoise and red and silver. But you know what? It looks Christmassy to me. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. But it's still pretty. So there's that one. Then I got crazy, and I have a ton of seed beads, and you know, funny thing is, the only ones that I had in the proper size that matched the color were these ones, and it's metallic hematite. So I thought this is kind of cool, maybe for a men's bracelet or a just different style rather than the silver. And I went ahead and put this mushroom button. This is a check glass mushroom button. I didn't feel that it matched, and this is the clasp that I put on. So it goes like this. So it's not too bad, but initially this was the button. This is a check glass button, and I love this one. So I wanted to use this, but I thought, it's too big for this bracelet. But you know what? After seeing, I didn't I didn't feel this matched the color. So I went ahead and made another one. And I love it. I think it's perfect. So I adjusted it's a bit tight, but look at that. That is, turn this around here like this. So yeah, that just looks amazing on that bracelet. That's perfect. And you could use this as the focal if you wanted to. So that turned out really nice. So the last two that I'm working on, I actually started another one too, but for this video. I'm just going to show you. So this one I use these kind of topaz-y colored, and I still have a bit of line here, so I could probably finish this off. So let's do that. Now I have this button, this teeny tiny button. I ordered this in error. I thought it was bigger, and I was ordering a bunch of buttons that were all around this size. So you get distracted and you don't look at the measurements and what the description says. So yeah. But I mean, they're beautiful. So for something like this, I think that's perfect. That just like couldn't ask for a better match. So let's go ahead and add this button. I'm gonna try and bring this to the end a bit so I can use as much of my thread left. I think I'm gonna do 2. Oh, I know, I need an 11-0 actually. Where is it? Right here. 11-0. Are these 11-0s? No, those are, okay, I need an 8-0. Just need one. Okay, so you pick up 2 11-0s and 1 8-0, and then your button, and then you're going to go through your 11-0. That, and I have patina on my fingers because of the other video, which you'll probably not see till after this one because it's a longer one, so it takes longer to upload. And then take 2 more 11-0s. These sometimes don't fit over this needle. I had a feeling that it wasn't sliding on right. Let's try that there. Okay. Let's move this thread out of the way. I left that little tail in case I needed it, but I'll just weave it in. Okay, this is coming out of that side, so I'm going to go in the other side. I'm going to go down, let me go down 3. Because it looks like I went down 2 already to tie a knot, so. And let's see if I can get this through here. My glasses keep sliding down and then I'm out of focus. Okay, pull it somewhat tight. I mean, you still need a bit of room here. There, look at that. That's nice, perfect. So now, I am gonna go, I should have got rid of this thing. So now we're gonna cross over into the other side and then up through. I'm going to secure it twice. I don't think it needs any more than twice. Go through all the beads, including the little 11-0s that you added, and a bit snug. Put it through your button and then down the other side. I got this pattern from you know what, I apologize. I want to say Gina, and I can't remember her channel name. It's like GC something. I'm not sad because I've made so many of her bracelets. I should know. So now I'm going to put a knot here. So I'm just going to go through that thread there. Oh, my tummy's grumbling. I'm sorry. Doing OMAD again today. Still losing weight on the keto diet, so. You know what? I'm going to go down the other way and cut it off. Because I'm pretty sure that's enough thread. And you know what? I appreciate the comments that people give. I'm just this is like my first time doing tennis bracelets. I might do another knot here. So I'm sure you'll have some awesome tips for me. I really appreciate it. And I do watch the videos, but I do have issues with my memory, so unless I follow it, like play the video and follow it, but then I'm also like, oh, I know that. I don't need to watch that. And then I think, how did she do that again? So that's, I will fix that one later. And good, I have enough tail here. Let's see if I can thread this on camera. I'll try once, and if it doesn't work, I'll go off camera. Look at that. That is amazing. That's what $200 worth of new glasses does. Okay, I think I need about, we'll start with 20, but it could be 25. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is everybody ready for Jill Wiseman's garage sale tomorrow? That one won't move on. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so she's having a garage sale starting at tomorrow, 10 a.m. Oh, look what happened. I didn't feed it through the... Okay, let me... Oh, and there's a wonky one in there. Let me take these off in a pile over here. And you know what? I'm going to do this off camera and show you what I have, because this is probably boring for you. Or maybe not. Maybe let's talk about Jill's. So she visited the warehouse in the Czech Republic, as far as I remember, if I'm correct, and placed some major orders. And so yeah, she's gonna have a big sale tomorrow of Czech glass beads. So she has a video on her channel, and she's walking through the warehouse, and she's showing you all like the huge haul that she got of these Czech glass beads. And in one of the posts, somebody asked about something, and she was pointing out, I think, the coin 18 millimeter coin lotus flower beads, and she was saying something like 5 of them for $2, and I just about passed out because I pay $7 to $8 for 2 in Canada, and expensive shipping within Canada. So I think this is probably too much. I'm just gonna put this through here and see, pull it. Oh, maybe not. Pull it tight. Get an idea. I probably should have put an 11-0 or an 8-0 right there too. I kind of want to take some off, but I don't know if that's a good idea. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it. So let's go down a few more, put a knot, and come back and do around. And I think I'm going to run out of thread. Yep, I'm not going to have enough. So I'll have to add a piece. In the meantime, yeah, I'm not going to have enough. Let's hide this guy. At least you can see I can finish it off camera. Reinforce it. Ooh, I hate when that happens. I get so excited. It gets tangled around the end. There we go. Pull that in, nice and tight. Off. Get rid of that. And look at that. Let's get this. And there. Oh, hold on. I'm like so awkward. The other video I did a memory wire bracelet, and the clasp is a magnetic clasp, but it's a heart and then a tiny heart that fits and nestles inside it. And I was like, oh wait a minute, I put this on wrong, it goes right to left. And then I realized I had it upside down. Hello. Okay, so there you go. That's awesome. That looks perfect, like it was meant to be. So I'll fix that off camera. And this is the other one I wanted to show you. Look at this one. So here I was doing all these silver ones, and then moved on to these blue ones. And I kept, it wasn't that I was forgetting, but I kept putting it off and knowing that this was gonna look incredible. Look at how amazing this is. So this is the button I'm gonna put on that one. That's gonna look awesome. So I am making these for my nieces. They are gonna love it. Do you know what? I'm gonna take I'll take the shorter side, because I'm gonna leave the long tail on the other side for the loop. So I am gonna put these beads away. Oh, that was that wonky one. Get rid of that. Let's go in here. Oh. Okay. And get these guys. Put those that there. Get rid of that. My mat's moving around. Okay. Ooh, we're gonna need a bunch of those for the. And we're gonna need. Okay, the button. I think we only need 1 and 1. So let's see if I can do this again. It's amazing. I have to say, it's so funny. I kept trying to thread my needles, and I kept saying, I don't think there's a hole in this, like there's no eye in this needle. My old glasses were so bad I couldn't see, and now it's like there's this massive eye. I can see it so easily. Like, what the silly girl. Okay, where are we? We are ready. I just need 2 and 1 and 2. Oh, I forgot the button. You boy, don't want to do that. That's what this is all about. It's the button. Okay, I'm going to go to the 4th one here. I don't want to keep going into the 3rd and then you get a big gap. Well, you know what? I think it needs more because this button's kind of big. Yeah. Let's see if I can get this through. because otherwise I'll have to rethread it. Okay, this doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it usually goes around one of these threads. Let's see if, it's gone through the. These are wrapped threads, so I can see where it's hooked on one of the. Kind of don't want to yank it, but I don't think I'll get through that. Oh, I think I poked it is what I did. Okay, I'm gonna have to go off camera and fix this. I'll be right back. Okay, I went to the 8/0s, seeing that this button's so big, and I'm just gonna point out too, because I made this mistake on my other bracelets. So she will add like the 11/0s and then an 8/0. So the 8/0 would be this one here. You put it through your button and then you go through this 8/0. So it brings it together, and then you put your next beads on. So I'll show you what it looks like. It'll make sense when I pull it tight. Just hang on to that and get that straightened out here. That's better. So you see how that one kind of secures it together. So I could have actually gone to the 11/0s, but you know what? It looks like an extension of the bracelet, so it should be fine. I am going to put a knot here, and then I'm going to go back up and through and knot. And I'm going to pull this a little tighter and then pull that tight. Just going to pull that a bit to make it a bit loose so there's some movement. Then I'm going to slide over to the other side. I am just going to have enough thread. Go through everything again. That. And through this one. Again, my glasses, I have to get them adjusted. I just picked them up this week, and they told me to come back if I needed adjustments, and clearly if they slide off my face, they need to be adjusted. Okay, which side did I come up? I wasn't paying attention. You guys are distracting me. I'm telling. It's not fair. I gotta go through that one. Okay, around and through. When you guys weren't looking, I went for a bike ride. I paused to clean up from the last video, and my wife's like, you know what? It's beautiful out. Let's go for a bike ride. I'm like, okay. Let's put that through. We're going to put a knot. Hopefully we have enough thread to do that. Ooh, that's getting close. Let me, I pull this out a bit so I can get my needle in that loop. Perfect. You know, I add tons of thread and I still run out. So I guess over time I'll get to know where I need, you know, how much is enough. There, look at that. I just love doing these. You're gonna see these forever. I mean, like, how can I make variations on these? Okay, so we gotta do the loop on this one. I thought I was done. This is the, like the, not really the busy work, but the tidying up which kind of excites me in the sense that I'm like, ooh, I'm almost done, so I'll get to see the finished. And this is way too long. I'm gonna cut this. You guys will be here all day watching me pull my thread through. And let's flatten this. I think it was Stephanie from Bronze Penny mentioned about using your flat nose pliers to flatten this so you can thread it, not to put this in your mouth and use your teeth. She goes, and I never thought of this because I was doing it exactly that way. And she's like, you don't know where that line has been. I'm like, oh, you're right. What kind of grease or whatever came from the factory? I'm like, eesh. Went and cleaned my mouth out. Okay, let's grab, we are definitely going to need 20 for this. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm thinking about Jill's garage sale again. I wanted to place an order with her prior to the sale so that I could, establish my account and my credit card information and stuff. I'll have to check tonight and see if I can't remember if I added that already. But yeah, I need more. Probably, let's try 6. So the reason being, she said that it's really busy. Now she's going to have what she calls grab bags. And in that video that I mentioned, it's a video she has on her channel. It has, she talks about the grab bags that she sells at this garage sale. I'm going to add 6. And she says within the first 15 minutes they sell out. So just be aware of that. And I wonder if that's too much. Yeah, I think I'll leave it. So yeah, just and that's another reason why I want to make sure that my credit card information is in there and stuff. But so she does shipping to all over. International, I think, is $10. I think Canada is $10 as well. And US, I think, is $5. So, and the grab bags had all kinds of stuff in it, beads and findings, and so yeah, I think that would be awesome to get those things, as well as the check glass beads. That went around the other bead. There. I probably should have took another, because now you see how you get a lot of threads in the same spot. But maybe when I pass it through it'll be fine. So, let's see if I can, these beads are starting to get kind of stuck in one position with, there's too much thread. And again, that's, lack of organization as to where I'm putting my thread. Okay, see where that needle comes out, and I'll just pull out. See I can kind of poke that in a little and push those together. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. And go through these. So the bike ride was awesome, but it was still, it gets windy in the afternoon, and on the bike it really makes the ride challenging. You feel like you're going up a mountain when you're riding against the wind. I'm going to go to the third one here. If I can get my needle through. There, look at that. I always do stuff tight, and I know I'm not supposed to. Doesn't stop me though. And I hear Stephanie and others, make sure you leave some space in between your beads. Ugh, I can't help it. I don't know, being a nurse, you know, we're used to tying things off and stuff. You're like, yeah, you don't want this coming loose. So let's just add another couple of yards of gauze to make sure it doesn't come apart. Okay, there we go. That is, look at, oh my god, this is awesome. So it is a bit big, the clasp, but it should be fine. What I might do is weave these three, or two. Let me see what that does. You know what, the button is a awkward shape, so yeah, that wouldn't work. You kind of need it that big. So let's put that on and show you. So here's one thing I noticed about this button. I love it, but the orientation of the shank is incorrect. They have it horizontal to the heart. Well, you don't wear your bracelet. Let me see. Oh, I guess it was right. I don't know what I was thinking. Never mind. Never mind. Like Gilda Radner, when she used to play a character on Saturday Night Live. Mrs. Lipinski. Never mind. She would say something, she'd use a word incorrectly on the weekend news update, and they would correct her, and she'd go on and on about this story she heard in the news, and oh my gosh, it's terrible. And they're like, no, it was this. And they're like, she's like, okay, never mind. That will be me, never mind. And there's these gorgeous. These are my favorite. Okay, I have 3 favorites. I'm starting to sound like Brittany from Turquoise Street. I have 3 favorites. These are my all-time faves. Sweet. Look at that. These are gorgeous. So I just have to say, if you are thinking of making these tennis bracelets, I make them while I'm watching TV with my wife. They're so easy to make. And they're so relaxing. I don't know what it is about the weaving the beads like that. It's just amazing. So this turned out super beautiful. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too crazy and boring. Take care, everybody. And I'll be back with a leather wrap bracelet video. I'm not going to call it a tutorial. Those take a lot of work and time, and I have to make sure you can see everything I'm doing. So we'll just call it, you know, chit chat and watch me make a leather wrap bracelet. How's that? Take care, everybody. Have an awesome weekend. Bye now.